Welcome back. With LEGO Fortnite Odyssey's newest update dropping, so much was added to the game, including a brand new expert mode trophy that looks like this. In yesterday's video, I take you through the entire process of getting it and defeating the Storm King. But what a lot of you might not know is that there's actually a fifth trophy, and I do not have it yet. So in this video, I'm going to be taking you through and showing you exactly how to get the fifth expert mode trophy, because there is a quest that we're going to need to go on to get it, and it's definitely going to take some work. But also in today's video, we're taking on the Storm King once again, so we can not only explore the update more, but also get some Shatterhorn fragments and other fun loot, as well as so many other things here in LEGO Fortnite Odyssey. So if you guys are excited for the video, be sure to drop a like and also subscribe, because there's not much time left before 1,000,000. Code Kaz in the item shop as well if you guys are buying any LEGO styles or builds, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. And I never really record at night, but I need to show you guys this, and at night it looks absolutely gorgeous. So if you don't know, this is the building that we started at the end of yesterday's video. The entry level is completely empty, as well as the upper level, but if we go down below, you'll see we have all of our brand new storage organized in these gem chests, and they're also completely organized by rarity and color. The nice thing with this is you can actually go ahead and use the transfer feature, and it'll detect any items in your inventory that match with the items in the chest. And with that, it makes it super quick to deposit everything. We're still working on the armory section, but over here we have all of our tools separated by gem type as well. So we got our sapphire, ruby, emerald, and our ambers. Anyway, the reason that I'm even bringing this room up is because this room allows me to really go on any adventures that I want, since I finally have real storage and all of my items are in place. Before this, everything was just a scrambled mess, so this definitely makes things a little bit easier. And as we continue to build out this area, our next step is just going to be to place down a village square. And for the time being, I'm just going to do it here, and the reason I'm doing it so rushed is because, as you can see, there's wolves that spawn around here, there's obviously tons of spiders, there's skeletons, and so much more. And the reason for that is because if you don't have a village square down, it'll just spawn enemies everywhere, but this should help prevent that. But now that we've got a proper home base, it's time to take on the challenge that I'm sure a lot of you clicked on this video for, and it's going to be that fifth expert mode trophy. And our journey for this trophy today actually takes us over to Lost Isles. Now, some of you might actually have this and not even know how, and others of you might not, like myself. But as we go over to Lost Isles, I'll explain exactly how to get it. But first off, obviously, you're gonna just go ahead and use a bus station and find your Lost Isles destination. Mine is barely explored because obviously I lost my expert mode world, and this is a brand new world. And oh my goodness, hold on. Landing over here, we already have a village started, and I completely forgot about that. But the first step of getting this expert mode trophy in Lost Isles is going to be to go ahead and upgrade a village to level 10. And I'm currently at level 9 already, so I skipped a lot of the progression. But as you can see by my inventory, all the loot on the bottom side are things you need to upgrade your village to level 10. Unfortunately, I didn't bring enough gold. Oh, that was pretty cool. And we're back once again to finish off this village, and it looks like I actually need to put down more grills. And there we go. We got our level 10 village in Lost Isles, but that's not it. Next, we need to go find a golem, and not just any golem, a storm wild golem. And then after defeating him and coming back and interacting with this village, we should in theory have a fifth trophy unlocked. Because right now we have 4, but very soon we'll have 5. Let's go find a golem. And in case you're following along and trying to search for a storm wild golem yourself, there's a few places that they can actually be, including caves. There's specific caves dedicated to spawning golems and brutes, so be on the lookout for those. But the way I'm going to do it, and probably the most surefire way to do it, especially in a world that's unexplored like mine, is going to be going up to the islands. Oh, wait. Actually, nah, he's not storm wild. Thought we had him there, but nope. But yeah, the islands up there all spawn a golem, so we'll have to check that out. And here we are. We've landed on the part of the island that should have a golem spawn, and here is to hoping that he's storm wild. Please be storm wild. And he is not storm wild. Unlucky. No way. I just got a sand brute scale out of that chest. That's crazy. Well, this one wasn't storm wild, but he did fall off the island, so that was some easy loot. But where is this storm wild golem? Oh, and there he is. Okay, we have finally found ourselves a storm wild golem. It took a minute, and oh my goodness. Okay, let's pretend like that didn't happen. Oh my goodness, dude. What? Okay, whatever. Luckily, we had a handy dandy totem of return, but that's still super embarrassing. The next cut is going to be me actually defeating the thing. And all right, chat, I think we actually did it this time. And there it is. Defeat a Stormwild Golem, quest complete. And as you can see now, all we got to do is interact with our level 10 Lost Isles village. And then we can celebrate with a nice little trophy. Anyway, I made that a lot harder than it needed to be. But let's go ahead and open up the chest inside of the beast den. And we do get some good stuff. Again, I'm super happy they finally buffed chests in this new update. Anyway, let's get home. And arriving back to home base, we can go ahead and interact with our village square. And when we come out of the screen, we see that we have completed the quest and unlocked the new decor bundle. So let me know in the comments if you guys already knew about this, because like I said at the beginning, I had no idea this was even a thing. And going over to our decorations and our sculpture tab and scrolling down a little bit, we have it right here. And it does require some, wait, what? Did this just break our game? What is going on? Okay, let's go back and grab the resources. I have no idea what I just witnessed. And getting back home, we can go ahead and place down our Lost Isles What is going on? What is going on with this game tonight? This should work. Let's just throw it down. Okay, yeah, that worked. All right, no idea what's going on tonight, but again, look at this trophy. It matches my character beautifully. And comparing it to the Storm King trophy, which again, what is this glitch? I don't really know. The Storm King trophy is a little bit of a darker blue, whereas this one here is definitely more light, has some pastel tones to it, and it looks really, really nice. So yeah, if you didn't know that existed, then definitely go fight the Stormwild Golem after upgrading your village in Lost Isles and get your hands on that trophy today. But we're not done in today's video, because like I said in the intro, next we're gonna go ahead and defeat the Storm King. And what happened off camera is my crossbow actually rifted into a legendary crossbow. So as you can see, we've got a juicy looking crossbow here with a lot of damage. I'm excited to use that against the Storm King, but first let's clear our inventory and get ready. And here we are, we've got our inventory, and believe it or not, instead of using the Thunderclap blade here, we're gonna go ahead and use our legendary Sapphire sword. The reason for that is the Sapphire sword has damage, durability, and destruction on it, whereas this one has absolutely no upgrades. And I think we're ready to go, but first off, we do see Tomato Head here, and I have a great idea. I think with this village, I'm only gonna use characters that are not humans. So we already have Lizik here. He or she is absolutely adorable, and I just love this NPC. So we're also gonna take Tomato Head. So we'll tell him to live here. Oh, wait. We gotta upgrade our village? Okay. Attempt number 2. Let's upgrade our village, and now let's tell him to live here. Let's tell him we have a bed for him, and we still don't have enough room for him. Okay. Third time's the charm, question mark. Let's see if it works this time. Yes, we have a bed for you. Amazing. So we got Tomato Head and Lizik, and this village is just gonna continue to fill up with non-human Lego Fortnite villagers. And it should be pretty cool when it all comes together. Let's go ahead and pay the price of entry. And not only that, we also brought our friend here. And before we get into this battle, we gotta give him, oh, never mind. He doesn't even want to talk. So let's just get inside. And now we should be able to give him, okay, there we go. Let's take this, and we're gonna give him a Sapphire Spear. Now he's locked and loaded, and he should be able to help us defeat the Storm King. Anyway, we're gonna play through this pretty quickly. If you want to watch a full Storm King fight, I've uploaded it like twice on my channel already, so check that out. But yeah, this time we're just gonna lock in and try to do this real quick. Here goes nothing. And I know I said I wasn't gonna talk much, but the Storm King just came out of his little shell, and Lizik is nowhere to be found. I think he went bye-bye. Okay, so far so good. We're on to the last part of the fight. We're absolutely locked in right now, and there's just no way he's taking us down at this point. And we are so close here. I think we actually just did it. I hear the crack sound, which means we have officially defeated the Storm King for the 3rd time in basically 3 days. And just like that, voila. Once again, we have defeated the Storm King. And more importantly, what we're looking for here today is the Shattered Fragment, or wait, what is it actually called? Wait, Shatter Horn Fragment. That's what it's called. But it's also really cool because we got ourselves a legendary ruby pickaxe and also the Cyclone pickaxe. So I can swap out my current sword and pickaxe for the Cyclone pickaxe and the Thunderclap blade. And all of a sudden, we have both of the mythic items that the Storm King drops, which is an absolute W. Anyway, let's grab the rest of this loot and let's get out of here. And while we're on the topic of the Storm King battle, one thing I want to call out is that I just actually finished a live stream with Madison Beer, Ali A, and the Littlest Snail. It's a full live stream that you can find on my channel. thumbnail, which I'll put in the end screen as well, but also be on the lookout for a YouTube video with the best moments. It was a super fun stream as we guided them through everything new in LEGO Fortnite Odyssey, and it was also Madison Beer's first time playing this game. So yeah, it was a very cool live stream. You could watch it, or just stay tuned for a cut down that'll be on the channel very soon. And also subscribe so you don't miss that video. Anyway, guys, we made it back here to our village, and I have a serious problem right now. If we go down into our very neatly organized storage room and open up my food chest, you can see something very obvious, and it's the fact that there's not a single cooked item in here. Unless you count the fruit pie, there's literally nothing good at all. That's an issue because this is literally all the food I have in this entire world. And because that's an issue, I'm gonna fix that right now. Okay, and as you can tell by that time lapse, we put in quite a bit of work for this top story of the building, and now it's time to give you guys a tour. I'm sure some of you saw what it was as I was piecing it together, but as you come into this room, this entry level is still completely untouched, which is by choice. Obviously, the first thing I wanted to get done was the storage, but going up to the top floor now, you can see that we have a fully designed restaurant. So as we step up to the top, we have the place where you can put your name down and then obviously sit down and wait for your name to be called. And when your table is ready, you can go into the main area where there's obviously a full bar with bar stools, and then we got our dining tables as well, so you can sit and enjoy a nice view while you have a meal. It's like a 5-star experience in here, if I'm being honest. But that's all design. There's actually functionality here as well, because if you go into the kitchen, you can see that I put down a ton of ovens. That'll be helpful when we assign villagers to make us food. The other thing that I'm actually going to go ahead and do in here, and I know it is a tight squeeze, and actually, you know what? I could put this out here since this is a bar, but we're putting down a juicer. And I used to never have a juicer down in my villages because obviously you'll get stuff that's a little less useful. But with the update, I think that all of the things in the juicer are actually a little bit more viable as options to use in fights and to heal. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna allow our villagers to do this for at least a little bit and see how I like it. It was looking a little bit empty back here, so I threw down some decor. But this is our restaurant. The last thing to note is that we obviously have a few chests here, which are going to be dedicated to some of our better food items. So anything that's cooked will be placed up here, and it'll be really instant access, because instead of going down to the storage room, all you got to do is run up one staircase and go like this, and then we'll be able to grab whatever we need. The only issue is if you look up at the top right of our screen, you'll notice that we're not within our village boundaries, and now we are. So I kind of put this restaurant in the wrong spot because yeah, the village boundary isn't here, which is not very good. If we want to cook, we're going to need to move it closer. The reason that this is kind of a big deal is because I'm pretty sure when I remove this village, these villagers are gonna, yeah, they just disappeared in front of our face. Oh, it was fun while it lasted. Wait, what was his name? Lizkey? I don't even remember. I didn't even have him for long enough to remember, so give me a break there. Hopefully he shows up again though, because we are gonna have to replace down our village square, and honestly, I think that this should work. Let's test it to make sure, and we can run in here, and yeah, we're still within the village. Oh no, wait, our ovens are over here, and yeah, okay. This time, we should be good. And yeah, standing under the ovens, you can tell that we still are within the boundaries of our village. But yeah, like I said, our villagers are unfortunately no longer here, so we'll have to reacquire them. And ladies and gentlemen, in a single night's worth of work, we now have a level 10 grasslands village. And we also have Bob, who is a human, so we're not inviting him to this village. But when we do get villagers, we'll make sure we assign them to cook us food so we finally can solve that problem. And honestly, it's really nice to finally have a solution here because yeah, our food situation is dire. And I've been eating fried eggs for the past 2 days. Not the best, but pretty soon we should be good to go. And I just got really distracted off camera. I don't even know where I was in my last cut, but as you can see, we just upgraded a Frostlands village to level 10 for a very specific reason. And it actually happened a minute ago, but I unlocked all of the pieces under these Shogun build kits. That's because in a video coming up very soon, I'm gonna be building something pretty nostalgic, and some of you guys might be able to guess in the comments, but I'm not gonna spoil it for now. Either way, even with a torch in my hand, I am shivering and I'm freezing, so I'm gonna get back home. Getting back over here, you can tell that obviously it's a little more built out, but we're still missing a lot, including a ton of railings. This area here is definitely a safety hazard because if you walk too far, you'll go bye-bye, and that's not good. Especially when we start getting villagers in here, we don't want to have that. So it's time to do a little bit more housekeeping. Once again, it's so underrated to be organized in this game, or actually, maybe it's not overrated and maybe I'm just behind. Let's just call it properly rated. And as you can probably see by the time lapse that you've been watching, I'm just doing a ton of little details right now, and it's the little things that really make the difference in this game, in my opinion. So yeah, even something as simple as wrapping this accent around the entire wall. And there we go. But taking a look at the little accents we've done, obviously you just saw what we did under this house, but on top we have all of the railings. So now I can walk to the edge and have a nice vantage point. Not only that though, it wraps all the way around with lighting as well. So at nighttime it looks great. That's not all though, because if we come out this way, you can see that this top area also has all of our lamps now, and going down the staircase, just a lot more railings, like I said. We got a fire pit as well, and honestly, there's a lot more to add here, but this is just the start. Walking down though, what a surprise, more railings. And then that's it. So taking one big step away, this place is starting to come together. But like you guys saw, I was just recently in the Frostlands biome, upgrading all the way for the Shogun Palace, and I think that it's gonna go somewhere around here, covering all of these dead dirt patches. Like I said, you could probably guess what I'm gonna build here because it's nostalgic and it uses the Shogun Palace builds. It's something that a lot of you guys have been asking for a long time, so that's what we're doing. Predict in the comments if you want to. But I think I'm gonna wrap up the video here so I can start on my next one, where I'm actually gonna do something very special. Obviously the build that I'm talking about, but coming over here to the crafting bench, there's also a few other things that I'm going to experiment with, like the Shatterhorn sword. So stay on the lookout so you can check out everything that I test with that. Anyway, on screen here is me, Madison Beer, Allier, and Littlest Snails VOD. If you want to watch our entire playthrough as well as the Storm King fight, click on that. But we're going to upload a highlight video in the next few days here as well, so just stay tuned. Anyway, happy holidays, guys, and I will catch y'all in the next one. It's City Boy Kaz. Peace.